Hi Gritty 3Ders. In my last video I reviewed the Kaleido basic primary colour set, and if you didn't see the video I'll link it at the end. These are some new paints from the company behind Gaahleri. It's Kaleido colorworks and they are just beautiful. Today we're going to be reviewing the 12 metallic colours in the same range, and not only these, we're going to be looking at a brand new airbrush, the Swallowtail Airbrush, also from Gaahleri. This is a different kind of airbrush. It's the gun trigger kind, and I'll show you this, I'll show you the paints. Make sure you stay tuned. So these are the Kaleido Colorworks metal colour set, and they retail for just over £27 on their website. The range includes 12 carefully tuned shades, from warm copper tones to icy silvers and deep gun metals. Each colour is formulated to stimulate the texture and sheen of real metal, and they do so with surprising finesse. Unlike many water-based metallics that can feel chalky or dull, we've all seen those, Kaleido's formula lays down with buttery consistency and dries to a crisp, reflective finish. The pigment load is high in these paints, so even a single pass gives a solid coverage, and the flow through an airbrush, well, it's impressively smooth. Today, to apply these paints, we're going to be using the Swallowtail Barbados Rex version. This airbrush is a trigger style airbrush that immediately feels different when you hold it in your hand. I find this gun style much more intuitive than the traditional dual action design, and especially easier, I feel, for those who spend long hours painting. Certainly when I spend a long time, that trigger mechanism on your finger can really start to ache, so I really enjoy using these trigger versions. Visually, it's sleek with a matte metal finish that feels premium. The branding is there, of course, but subtle. What really sets the airbrush apart is its adaptability. It ships with 3 needles, a 0.28 for fine detail, a 0.5 for general use, and the 0.7mm for heavy coverage, or maybe using a primer. Switching between them is straightforward, and each performs impressively in its own domain. Packaging is definitely a win-win. It arrives in a collector grade box with spare seals, a quick release air fitting, and all the needle and cup options neatly arranged. It feels like a real premium product from the moment you open it, without any unnecessary gimmicks. The airbrush also includes 2 cup sizes, giving you flexibility depending on the scale, of course, of your project. Now, there is a trigger stop, and removing that trigger stop unlocks full motion, which is ideal for advanced users, but beginners might prefer to keep it in place. But having both options definitely adds to its versatility. In practice, the Barbados Rex version, it's kind of hybrid, part precision instrument, part workhorse. It's not trying to replace other airbrushes like the Iwater Eclipse in terms of refinement, but it offers a unique experience that caters to creators who need both finesse and brute force, from the small bits to the mass priming. Whether you're painting miniatures, terrain, or automotive kits, or models, or your latest superhero bust, or your latest alien, this airbrush adapts to your workflow with ease. Here you can see me just taking out the needle and giving it a quick blast in a little bit of lubricating gel that comes with the airbrush before its first use. Getting it apart, putting it back together was an absolute doddle. All the nuts and screws and bolts and everything seem highly refined. Now, I've been used to using the Mobius 0.2mm airbrush, which has been a great airbrush, and I'm happy to see that the new one has a quick release air hose attachment with obviously the trigger this time. No more achy fingers from pulling back. Now we've got a trigger. I'm going to clean it first in some of the Colorworks cleaning material, because I feel that, you know, a new airbrush needs to have a clean, and there's the way the trigger works. Pulling it back a little bit will let the air out, pulling it back a long way will let the paint through. And again, back to our 12 metal colours that we're going to be using through this airbrush. Now, I'll put links in the description where you want to get them from, and if you do buy them through the link and use my code and my cheeky little discount code, you'll get 10% off. Let's face it, every penny helps. Here's the first one we're going to be using. This is enriched gold. Each one of them has a little ball bearing inside, so shaking them is no problem and mixing is rapid. I'm just going to pop a few drops inside the airbrush at this stage and then apply it to the model, and as you can see, it's going on smoothly, it's going on quickly, no real dramas at all. Now this is the first time I've used this particular airbrush. I've used Gaahleri airbrushes before of the trigger design, but this is the first time I've used this, and you get some real good control with it. If you're used to using the finger pull ones and you think I don't know how I'm going to fit in using a trigger one, you've got to try one. They are so natural, and if you think about the things we've been using in sort of guns that we pull triggers on for years and years, this design will sit comfortably with you, and it's so easy to use. The paint's going on wonderfully, it's going on in an even coat. Well, just look at that, what a beautiful colour. To clean it, all you need to do is, I'm just using some normal tap water here, squirted under pressure with this little squirty bottle right into the depths of the airbrush, and I'm using the trigger then to push the rest of the paint and the water through. I'll swill it again with some water, then I'm going to go on to a little Kaleido cleaner, just squirt some of that in and push that through the airbrush, and I'm ready to test the next colour, which in this case is the red copper. And this one, again, it's got a beautiful hue, it looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to load this into the airbrush, just a couple of drops will do it. In it goes. You don't need an awful lot of these paints. I've given it a good shake, and again there is a little ball bearing in there. This one again flows out absolutely beautifully. I've got complete control with the airbrush. The more you pull back, the more that will be released, but you can see there the paint's going on wonderful, the colour is even, the colour is shiny, that looks metallic. Come on, that looks really like a coppery metallic. It's really beautiful, isn't it? And it's gone on, it's virtually dry already, which is a real godsend. Really enjoying using these paints. Next one is going to be some copper colour, and we're going to do exactly the same thing, and I'm not going to show you the cleaning of the airbrush, etc., but I'm just going to use it to apply now to the model, and it's going on again a treat. You can see that, I think, you know, a picture says 1,000 words, doesn't it? You can see the paint going on, there's no dramas with it, it's not clumping, it's not running anywhere, it's covering evenly, it's giving a real metallic look. You can't tell me that looking at the quality of that paint it doesn't look metal in nature. Just look at that. I think what we've also got to remember here is for 27 quid you're getting 14 different materials, you're getting 12 colours, you're getting a cleaner and you're getting a thinner. That works out to £2.25 each one. So let's take the aluminium colour next. I suspect this is a colour that a lot of us are going to use. Again, a good shake, the ball bearing is in there, a few drops going into the airbrush, and we're applying this across the chest this time of the model. This is a Loot Studios model. Now ideally for silvers you should be priming things black, but I've primed it white, so you probably would have been a better effect if you'd have seen it on a black surface, but hey ho, we work with what we've got, don't we? The silver is going on, or rather the aluminium colour is going on, and just look how beautiful that is. There's the contrast in all the different colours that we've seen so far. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving these metallic paints, and I've used quite a few of them across the years, and these are definitely some of the best. So this Gaahleri Swallowtail Airbrush has helped me today in delivering the paints onto the model. It's been easy, quick, simple, and I've really enjoyed my time with not only the airbrush but also with these Kaleido Colorworks metallic paints. They really are wonderful paints. I think when you've been in this hobby for a long time, you know quality when it lands on your lap, and I've had stuff from Gaahleri in the past, or Gaahleri, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. I've had airbrushes to test and play with, and I've never had a bad one from them. The first time I had the paints was the Colorworks primary colours in the last couple of videos back, and I've got to be honest, I was really impressed with them, so much so that I actually asked, can you send me some more different kinds of your paints, and they sent me the metallic ones, and you've seen them, they look absolutely beautiful. That's the model I did in the video, and you know, again, we've all used metallic paints. This, it just does the job. It really does. I'm so pleased with how it looks. Now, I did say it would look better on a black primer, and you know what? They've actually sent me a black primer as well, and I'll be using this in a forthcoming video. I probably should have used this first, but you know what? Hey ho, I will be using that in a forthcoming video. From a cost perspective, they're about £2.50 each paint, which realistically, if you buy the set, is not too bad at all. And in the set of 12, you're also getting some cleaning agent and a thinner. Now, I didn't need the thinner at all. This stuff just went into the airbrush and it flowed out of the airbrush beautifully. The same with the primary colours. So although they've sent thinner, I don't really know what you're going to use it for, because I don't think you need it on these paints, or I certainly have found that I don't need it on them. But you've got it, it's in the pack, it's a Billy bonus, isn't it? Again, the Swallowtail airbrush itself, I think it's high quality. I think it's made well. It certainly looks a beautiful bit of kit, and it works and it does what it says on the tin. And that's all you can ask really when you want something. Now, I also understand that people sit there watching these videos feeling skeptical that, oh, you've sent you it for free, you haven't paid for it. And I haven't paid for any of this, and you're going to say it's good because you'll get something else of it. I don't work like that. I genuinely don't work like that. If I didn't like the airbrush, if I didn't like the paints, I would tell you that, because I'm an artist. I paint a lot, I use paints a lot, I use airbrushes a lot. I would not be telling you to go out and spend your hard-earned money on things that I genuinely did not believe in. My reputation would be shot if I did that, and I just wouldn't do that. That's not my conscience to do that, rest assured. And anybody that knows me personally knows that I would not make anything up like that. These are really, really good. You've seen them working. You've seen me using them. Go and check other reviews is the other thing I would say. I would always say that. Go and do your homework, do your research. Don't just listen to what I've got to say. Go and listen to what other people have got to say. But so far, I'm so impressed with this colorworks range, and I'm hoping they send me some more colours to try, because I've been so much so that I've put a new shelf up out in the man cave with all their paints on, because I'm going to be using these moving forward without shadow of doubt. And I use Army Painter, I use Vallejo, I use Citadel, and I am definitely going to be using Colorworks moving forward. I'd be interested to know if you've used any of these paints, because they've been out there for a few weeks. What do you think of them? Do you feel the same as me? Have you had the same experiences that I've had? Let me know in the comments. Everybody will read the comments, so let me know, good or bad. Let me know how you got on. Now, if you like the content on this channel and you are happy with how I'm doing things, please subscribe to the channel. It's quick, it's free, it's just a click, and it shows that what I'm doing is what you guys want to see. Now, we do have a Patreon, and I'll bet you're sick of me saying this, but this could be your first video with Greedy 3D. There is a Patreon there. It can be free, it can be a couple of quid a month, and thank you to my Patreons. I genuinely mean that. Your names are scrolling past me now as I speak, and you guys are amazing. Thank you for your support. It really, really is appreciated. Thank you. As I say, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you've used these paints. Go and do your research, then come back and tell me if you agree with me. Thank you, Gaahleri, for sending me these. And if they want to send me anything else to try, I will happily try that. I've got room on my shelves for more of your paints, because they are bloody good paints. I genuinely mean that. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll see you next time on Greedy 3D.